everyone, I'm Rajnija and I welcome you all in my channel Knowledge Kendra. Today, after a long time, I'm back with my next topic of English grammar, that is narration. Yes, narration, that is also known as direct indirect speech, which is really very important topic of English grammar, as well as it is a little confusing. Okay, as I have felt that some of the students are always confused with this, so I must say that today when you will watch my video, complete video, you will be able to solve each and everything. Means you will be able to understand everything and you will not be confused with this topic. So let's start without delay. And as I said, we are going to study narration today. That let me write here. So that is, today we'll study narration, that is also known as direct and indirect speech, that is also known as indirect speech. So before we go ahead and know the rules and regulation, we must know what is narration. So first of all, know what is narration. Generally, narration is to narrate. You know, when the story is narrated, story and something is narrated, means retold or told, that is called narration. So narration means to narrate. Okay, so otherwise, if you want to understand according to direct and indirect speech, you can understand that narration is a mode of speech. It is a speech. Narration is a mode of speech in which what happens, in which we repeat the statement said by somebody. Okay, so narration is a mode of speech in which we repeat someone's statement and the statement can be repeated in two ways. So as the name is also there, direct and indirect speech. So the narration, the speech can be repeated in two ways. The first is known as direct speech and the second is known as indirect speech. How? As I said, narration is a mode of speech in which we repeat someone's statement. Okay, now the statement can be repeated in two ways. The first, that direct speech, which refers to the statement in which the speaker, okay, or we can say that direct speech refers to the statement which is repeated, means exactly as same as it was said by the original speaker. So in direct speech, I'm talking about this direct speech, we or the speaker, anyone, we repeat the exact same words, you can say all the words, exact words of the speakers, original speakers okay, that is called direct speech. And when we talk about indirect speech refers to the statement which is changed or modified, you can say, or which are not original. We don't repeat the original words of the speakers, okay, or we don't repeat the exact words of the speaker. Simply we change it in our own way while repeating that statement. Clear? So narration is a mode of speech in which we repeat someone's statement, and direct speech is a mode of speech in which we repeat exact words said by the original speaker. And when we talk about indirect speech, in indirect speech, what happens? We don't repeat the exact words said by the speaker, original speaker. We change it in our own ways while speaking. So that is indirect speech. Now, before we go ahead, I must write an example to make you understand, because before you know the rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech, you must know what is reporting verb, what is reported speech. Okay, so that is the most important thing here. So I am writing an example, through that you will be able to understand properly and easily. So I am writing here, he says, comma, inverted comma, I am your friend. So I have written a very simple sentence here. He says, I am your friend. So now, as I said, before you know the rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech, you must know what is reporting verb and reported speech. So what is reporting verb? Here you can see I have written a statement, I am your friend. Okay, this, he says, I am your friend. So the first part, he says, where you can see the verb, says, tells, said, told, requested, asked. It will come with the subject and verb. Or you can say that this phrase or the sentence or something which is out of inverted comma, that is known as reporting verb. It is reporting verb. Okay, and accept this, whatever is there under inverted comma, that is I am your friend, you can see inverted comma, under inverted comma the statement is mentioned, that is known as reported speech, that is speech. It's very simple. Speech, you can remember, reported speech. Speech means this statement is only said by the original speaker, which is repeated in someone, by someone, maybe by me, by you, or somebody else, maybe in his word or in our own word. So this speech only is repeated, and that is statement, you can say. So this is reported speech and this is reporting verb. Okay, so the phrase, you can say the phrase which is out of the clause which is out of inverted comma, that is reporting verb, and which is under, the statement which is under inverted comma is known as reported speech. Now you must know, okay, these things we have come to know. Now we'll discuss rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech, but before that I must tell you that there are so many things which we need to know while changing direct speech into indirect speech, because according to tense also rules are different. And we have the different rules for different sentence types of sentence. We have already studied. If you have not watched my video, you can see in previous videos I have uploaded the types of sentences. That is also important here, because according to types of sentence the rules are also different, so we have to put different rules. So first of all, we'll go ahead with affirmative and negative sentence, that is also known as declarative sentence, you can say. So we will go ahead with affirmative and negative, that is declarative in one word, you can say. We'll go ahead, and for that the common rule which we must know is that the most important and common rule in narration in affirmative and negative sentence is that while changing into direct speech into indirect speech, what we do, this is a direct speech, this is direct speech. Because, and how will you understand whether it is in direct speech or direct speech? So yes, when it is, the sentence is written like that, the statement is under inverted comma, it means it is direct speech. And when we change it into indirect speech, we have to follow the first important rule, is that we remove this comma and inverted comma. In place of that, what do we use? That. This is important. Let me do this. He says that. I have added that in place of comma and inverted comma. It will be removed in indirect speech. That I. Now one thing you must know, this is I. I am changing it in indirect speech, where I am changing someone's statement in my own ways. But what will happen that I will not say I am. I have not spoken this. Somebody else is the speaker of this sentence. Okay, so I must say this I should be changed, this subject should be changed here. So I am writing here I will be changed into he. I will tell you how to do this. He is, your will be changed into my friend. Now you will be confused how I have put here he, how I have put here my. Yes, all those things you will come to know just now. Let me explain you the rule first. This you will have to remember, very simple, SON and 1 2 3. You can remember this, which will be helpful to you in all the sentences. It will be useful. So S for here subject, S for subject, O for object, and N for no change. Okay, and first means first person. Is it visible? Yes. Second means second person, and third means third person. So what will you understand? What is the use of it? Yes, when I talk about reported speech, as I had written here, he says, same sentence I am writing, I am your friend. Okay, inverted comma. This is in direct speech. Okay, so when I said first person, second person, third person, and subject, object, no change. So you always see that this statement which is under inverted comma will have subject also, it may have object also. Okay, here also you may see that he says, that is reporting verb. Now the first person will change according to subject. If reported speech will have subject which is first person. Okay, this which is first person will change according to subject. Okay, so this will change according to subject. In this whole statement the subject is he. Clear? Now first person will be changed into according to subject. Now I said the second person will be changed according to object. Second person will be changed according to object. Here you cannot see any object, right? Subject and object, whatever subject object and no change, whatever you are saying here will be taken from here. Okay, here you cannot see any object, so whenever you don't have any object you will have hidden me. Okay, hidden me over there. And the third person will not be changed. When there is third person, that is like he, she, it, or anyone's name, or Rohamon's anything, then it will not be changed. So the first person will change according to subject, second person will change according to object, and the third person will not be changed. Is that clear? So here I is first person. We must know I is first person. So first person has been changed according to subject. So here it was written that I will be changed into he, and now am. With I have put am. So with he I am putting is. As we know the subject verb agreement, here I need to put is. And your. Your is from you family and you is second person. We must know about that. You is second person. So you will be changed according to object. And as I have already said, when there is no object we have hidden me. So hidden me. Your will be changed into my and the friend. Clear? So this is what we have to do. Now the second important rule is, yes, so now next rule which we have to keep in our mind, that sentence which I had written, that he says I'm your friend, was very simple. Now one thing, as I said, reporting verb and reported speech. Okay, so reporting verb, when the reporting verb is in past form, reporting verb like he says, in place of he says, if he said, he told, he asked generally comes in that question, interrogative sentence. We will not discuss about other sentences today, only declarative, otherwise it will be confusing for you. So when said in place of says, said or told, then what happens? Simply in past, then the reported speech, we apply these things in reported speech. The tense of the reported speech is changed. For example, when he said, when it is in past, or she said, or they said, then the reported speech, if reported speech is in simple present, we have studied tense also. Simple present will be changed into simple past. If the reported speech is in present continuous, it will be past continuous. I have written in short. When present perfect, okay, reported speech is in present perfect, then it will be in past perfect. Present perfect continuous will be changed into past perfect continuous. Again, when reported speech will be in simple past, so okay, about present tense will be changed into past. Okay, but when it is in past, like simple past, then it will be past perfect. Simple past will be in past perfect, and past continuous will be in past perfect continuous. Okay, so these things we have to keep in mind when there is change, when there is a reporting verb is in past. So these things we need to keep in mind. For example, I am writing here one sentence. Let me write here object also. I have written a statement. He said to me, I am coming to you. So this is the statement. Now he said, as I said, if it is in past, what we have to do? Now the said to will be changed into told. First thing which we have to keep in mind. So he told me, object, we have this object. Now there should not be any confusion. That, as I said, comma, inverted comma will be changed into that. Now again I is first person will be changed according to subject, he, and I am coming to you. I am coming to you is in present continuous. Okay, this is present imperfect tense, present continuous tense. So it will be changed into past continuous. He With that was, coming will be same, coming to you. Now you is second person will be changed into according to object. So me. Clear? So this is what we have to do. As I said, when the reporting verb is in past, we have to change the statement of reported speech according to tense. Means so the tense of the reported speech will be changed. So it was in present continuous. So it has been changed into past continuous. Clear? Now some more thing which we have to keep in mind when adverb of time. Okay, sometimes what happens in the sentence, adverb of time is used. Okay, adverb of time is given. Examples I am writing here, like now, today, this, here, like that examples are given. In direct speech has these examples. Then in indirect speech, what do? We change it. Like now will be changed into then, today will be changed into that day. Okay, because when it was said, it was today for him or her when it was said, but we are repeating so that day may pass. Also that day we can say this will be changed into that, here will be changed into there. These things we have to keep in mind when reporting verb is in past. We have to change all these things. Not all these, more examples are there, like next day will be changed into following day, here will be changed into there. I have already done that. These will be changed into those. All these things we have to keep in mind while changing direct speech into indirect speech. So these things we have to do while changing direct speech into indirect speech in affirmative or negative sentence, or you can say in simple that in declarative sentences. So these are the rules which we have to keep in mind. There are some more examples I must say. So it's okay about simple present and past we have discussed. Now again reporting verb is in past and we have this future tense. Okay, how we will change it into indirect speech. From direct to indirect speech we must know. So this is one example I have taken, like they said, sorry I have written here, they said here we. Okay, when they were speaking that we. So they said that, comma, inverted comma will be removed. Now we is also from first person. We is also first person, so will be changed according to subject. So here it will be they. Now will be changed into would. When we have shall, will be changed into should. These things we have to keep in mind when reporting verb is in past. When can is there used, and could. Okay, so they would talk. Very simple. So these are the rules which we have to keep in mind. If you want, you can solve, take more examples. She said, I can do it. Comma, inverted comma. Just change it into indirect speech with me. She said that I, again according to subject, she could do it. So these are the rules. Through examples also I have explained to you. Now I hope in declarative sentence you will not have any problem to change direct speech into indirect speech. And once when you know how to change direct speech into indirect speech, whether it is asked to change indirect speech into direct speech, you will be able to do. Just because once you have understood the rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech, you will be able to change indirect speech also into direct speech. So there will not be any problems. So through this you will know. Now according to the sentence, next whatever sentence, interrogative or imperative, whatever sentences are left, we will have another video for that. That's all for today. Thank you.